this in part because you're curious, but also because you're trying to anticipate what are they going to do? What are we going to do in reaction? What do you think they're thinking in Wilmington about the Sun Belt states right now?
I think if they're being honest, they're probably focusing on the blue wall right now. Um, they, the problem they have right now, this is in the where you can see registration in the early voting in Georgia. I mean, in North Carolina, in Nevada, in Arizona, we are actually ahead on early voting in those states. So not only are the Democrats not carrying the water that they normally do in early voting, we're beating them in early voting right now, and in our modeling, and in the blue wall states where you don't have a lot of registration in Michigan and in Wisconsin, they are not holding up to their 20 and 22 early vote turnout numbers in our modeling, significantly actually falling behind. And so the strategy that obviously they're running is a base strategy. I mean, they're not looking to bring out, undecided votes. There aren't very many to start with. And her whole closing message has been really a base message. And so they're hoping to turn out massive numbers that have not turned out in the early voting, which is where they've got a history on election day. That's going to be a big task for them. And because they haven't been able to do it over the course of 2 weeks and a half weeks so far. They got to do it in one day now. And they are not, contrary to what CNN's poll showing, they're not winning those states, but they're in reach of making them, a very close race if turnout is what they need it to be, and we don't meet our numbers. If we meet our numbers based on the early voting as well, where they are now, I don't think they can beat us at all. But so they've got to focus on those three states where they're in sight of possibly winning because they got to win all three. The problem is that their scheduling has them going to some of the Sunbelt areas, and it's not going to be a good result for them. It's going to be a waste of resources.